According to the Second Harvest Food Bank, 1 in 6 Orange County residents goes hungry at least once a month, many of them right here in Irvine. Local deputy Mark Wayne Hewlett was arrested here this morning in Santa Ana. He's currently facing multiple charges, including driving under the influence and possession of a controlled substance. Experts say the spilled oil is similar in texture and density to honey, which gives you an idea as to how damaging it is for both the animals on land and underwater. According to Kerry, 200 to 300 million golf balls are tossed out every year in the U.S. alone. The golf balls can land anywhere from the ocean to the landfills, leaking out harmful chemicals and metals into the environment. Irvine is part of a new national study on children's health. Here's what to expect if you're selected to take part in the National Children's Study, and how you can participate if you're expecting. With smartphones, laptops, webcams, and sites such as Facebook and YouTube, teenagers these days literally have the world at their fingertips. Getting from Irvine to Los Angeles International Airport just got a whole lot easier with the launch of the new Flyaway bus service. Reporter Jacqueline Twegg shows us how this bus service might change the way you travel. I am standing right in front of the Sam's Club in Irvine on the corner of Barranca and Jamboree, where at approximately 3 a.m., 2 masked men entered the doors behind me and fled with $10,000 in cash. Now, Sam's Club officials are saying they are operating business hours as usual, and as you can see, it hasn't stopped shoppers from being there today. For the past 14 months, the El Segundo Police Department and the residents of this community have been on the lookout for a man they're calling the El Segundo Flasher.
I'm happy to announce the arrest of a suspect in connection with an indecent exposure that's been plaguing our community for the last 14 months.
Jeffrey William Freeman, a 39-year-old Westchester resident, was arrested in the evening hours of Thursday, March 4th on 10 counts of indecent exposure. An off-duty officer first spotted Freeman suspiciously driving around Richmond Street Elementary School earlier that morning.
This started out with some of our youngest officers, some of our street patrol officers, and we couldn't have done it without them.
Over the past year, Freeman is suspected of victimizing young girls ages 9 to 19 in El Segundo. According to Lieutenant Avansky, he will stop his car, get out and expose himself to his victims, and then drive away.
The degree of apprehension that this case raised in the community, especially among families with school-age kids and especially school-age girls, was high.
Although he's currently out on bail, the El Segundo Police Department are stressing the importance that the suspect has been identified. Also, they're extremely proud of all the hard work the community has done and their department to make this arrest possible. At an age when most kids are going off to college and imagining a day without school, 20-year-old Elizabeth Garland is imagining a day without a cancerous brain tumor.
They took 85% and left 15 because if they took the 15, then they would paralyze me.
Originally, doctors diagnosed Elizabeth with a brain hemorrhage, but last February, tests revealed her mass was a brain tumor. And that's when El Segundo got involved.
I get choked up. It's a big deal. Obviously, my daughter's real important to me, and just the love of the community is pretty incredible.
Many Love for Lizzie fundraisers have been set up, including one her softball team put together, which raised $16,000.
This is the first time I was on the field, so it's good. I got a strike too.
And recently, Eris Salon had their first ever cut-a-thon to help raise money to assist with Elizabeth's medical costs. The haircuts, nail art, and waxing was donation only, and restaurant owners, clients, and El Segundo residents set up a silent auction and food to help raise even more money.
They're like Lizzie, they got no quit in them. Just keeps going. She's like a wind-up toy, and so are they.
Gets me choked up, but you can't quit. You just can't. No matter what your story is, I mean, I think it's 6 words: don't give up, don't ever give up, and Liz won't give up.
Of all the people who this could have happened to, Lizzie's the one who will get through it. She's the one has the spirit and the determination to get through it.
All this love, and to know that we're all kind of carrying her through this journey, it's going to get her on her way.
And with so many people shedding their hair to show they care, it's plain to see that El Segundo has a lot of love for Lizzie. For El Segundo TV, I'm Larissa Wohl. This month, UC Irvine welcomed its new 65,000 square foot medical education building. The building, which is partially made of sustainable material, will house Irvine's Prime LC program as well as state-of-the-art medical learning resources.
The building is set up so that it is technologically one of the most advanced medical education buildings in the country, and it's the newest medical education building on the West Coast.
The training center consists of study rooms, a new clinical skills center, and telemedicine technology. A 60-seat televideo auditorium will allow students to see surgeries in real time.
There are ports, and Dr. Eichel there is attaching the robot to the ports, and now we are in the middle of an operation.
One of the most exciting and technologically advanced additions here at the medical building is this simulation center. Here, future doctors can learn exactly what to do and how to prepare for any medical crisis.
There's a heart murmur, if you want to all take a listen.
UCI's new simulation center is the most advanced and sophisticated in Southern California. The dolls are controlled by computers and can be made to sweat, bleed, convulse, and much more.
We actually have these mannequins that have the ability, if you will, to simulate a stroke or a heart attack or even a trauma victim.
The $40.5 million building was made possible by Proposition 1D, which granted money to the UC system for supporting medical education programs focused on helping underserved populations.
Patients that we get set up with are all Spanish speaking, so that when we do that practice, we're doing it in Spanish, we're taking histories in Spanish, we're asking about medications in Spanish. So, you know, when we get out into the real world, it's not going to be this shock to go from English to Spanish.
It's really a new day in education, and if you will, the sun is rising on that new day here first.
Reporting for Irvine News, I'm Larissa Wohl.
31, let's roll. 31 to the regulation.
The 4th annual Battle of the Badges competition made its way to El Segundo Fire Station, where firemen, policemen, and citizens came together to donate blood for the Red Cross.
Events like this that can happen locally in the community, I think bring the community together and give people an opportunity to help in ways that are significant.
It's an easy way to do something to contribute.
The drive, which had a goal of collecting 42 pints of blood, was being held in honor of prior Fire Chief Bob Marsh.
He kind of helped me along my way in the fire service, so it's a good feeling, knowing that this is in honor of him, and that hopefully we can do something to help him out.
While giving blood might not be everybody's favorite thing to do, the Red Cross says that in the U.S. alone, 38,000 blood donations are needed every day, and donating up to 1 pint of blood can help save 3 different people.
Once you do it, it's a real easy thing to go through. I mean, a little stick and a few minutes and you're done.
And no matter how you feel towards needles or blood, after it's all said and done, the knowledge that you've done something to help people in need can be a pretty great feeling. Larissa Wohl for El Segundo TV.